Olá! Estamos iniciando o programa IAgora Entrevista, dedicado a explorar os caminhos e desafios para a educação brasileira com a tecnologia digital. Hoje temos a honra de receber o professor Amarendra Prasad Behera, diretor adjunto do Instituto Central de Tecnologia Educacional, que é parte do NCERT, que é o National Council of Education, Research and Training, na Índia, e é um prazer tê-lo conosco, professor Behera. Welcome, Professor Amarendra. Thank you very much for joining us in our interview program.
Thank you very much, Madam Dr. Isabella. So it is indeed a proud privilege for me to talk to the people in Brazil about different digital initiatives. Thanks a lot for giving us the opportunity. Thank you.
I'm the one to thank you for everything, and I would like to start telling everybody that it will be seeing us that Professor Amarendra has one of the most amazing initiatives in India, and he is this joint director of this amazing center who has a lot of studios, virtual reality rooms, data center. So he has a lot of experience, and he takes care of many TV channels and radio, communitarian radios concerning education. So he's a very special person that we have today, and I'm very, very happy that he's here with us today. So Professor Behera, with your extensive experience in educational technologies, how do you see the role of ICTs in transforming traditional education to a more interactive and engaging format?
Dr. Isabella, thank you very much. I strongly feel that information and the communication technology is a great tool in the hands of the teachers and teacher educators to make quality change in education scenario. And also, I strongly feel that with variety of technological initiatives across the world and in India, so our teachers and students, they are going to learn in a better way, not that abstract things in abstract way, but in concrete manner through AR, VR, virtual labs, audios, videos, multimedia, infographics, concept maps, and also virtual labs in a way. Because nowadays, even dissection of frogs are banned in our classrooms. So because environmentally it is hazardous. So till they get a dead frog to dissect, so children can definitely have a virtual dissection of frog and learn how to do it. Similarly, if we talk about driving, any motor driving, simulators helps us to learn driving and also reduce the risk factor of driving. Like if we by mistake do an accident, so it could be fatal, a person can die. But if I learn through a simulator, through driving and practice it well, then I get a vehicle to drive with a trainer, then it can be more meaningful. Similarly, there are many hazardous chemicals we use for experiments. So it is difficult that if children knowingly or unknowingly, they spill over the acid or any chemical on their body. So it could be hazardous. It can burn the body parts also and dress also. And so to reduce that, maybe children can practice virtual labs till they get a real object to manipulate and manipulate in a better way and with precision. Similarly, also there are many historical monuments across the world and in India, in Brazil as well. So every time it may not be possible to take every child to Brazil to show a monument. Even Brazilian pyramids are also very popular. So I cannot show Indian child that unless and until they see a virtual tour of anything. Similarly, also in India, we have like many historical monuments which helps us to recreate history. So it may be cellular jail in Andaman Nicobar Islands. It reminds us the freedom movement struggle of India. So if those kind of resources are provided online in virtual mode, so it can help us to recreate history among children in a better manner. Similarly, also curriculum across the world, they talk about reducing the discrete disciplinary boundaries of subjects. Even the National Policy on Education 2020 in India, it talks about no hard separation. In a way, no hard separation of discrete disciplinary boundaries. And technology is there with collection of variety of resources using technology, information and communication technology, and by using synchronous and asynchronous communication, learning management systems, content management systems, mobile apps, portals, and all, we can collect resources and integrate, analyze it, and zero down to different concepts. So I strongly feel as a teacher, so technology is going to help in teaching, learning, and assessment in a big way. And not only that, facilitate teacher training also, because we have large number of teachers across the globe, including in Brazil and India. India alone, we have 8.5 million teachers in place. So training them every year is a Herculean task. So by cascade mode of training, where 2-tier, 3-tier, or 4-tier training mechanism is adopted, it can be very dangerous, because communication loss is a lot from trainer to next level trainer to next level trainer and the actual teacher. So therefore, technology can really bail out us. And another thing is the linguistic diversity. In every country, almost, we don't follow only one language. There are many linguistic speakers. So machine learning and artificial intelligence now in a mouse click can translate, transcribe, and subtitle, and the videos also can be recorded, subtitles and voiceovers can be put quickly, and it can be made available in child's mother tongue, because researchers says that if a child is learning anything in his or her own mother tongue, it helps us to learn for the whole life, and we don't forget that. And it helps us to memorize in a better manner, also learn different skills in a better manner. So I strongly feel, with technology in place, with information and communication technology, they are creating resources, disseminating resources, and helping in teaching, learning, and assessment has become very easy, and we need to make use of that and ensure that equitable quality education and lifelong learning. Not only it is a policy goal in India through National Education Policy 2020, it is a sustainable development goal also. Sustainable development goal 4 talks about equitable quality education and lifelong learning for all. So if we want to have that in a time-bound manner, whether in India or in Brazil, technology is the only answer, no second thought. But definitely, I must say, it is never planned to replace a teacher with technology. Teachers will be there and to supplement and complement through technology teaching, learning, and assessment process. And Dr. Isabella.
So that's very, very interesting. And I would like you to share a little bit that how you're going to do it, how are you doing this practically in India? What is the role of the Central Institute of Educational Technology, all the projects you have? Because this is such a large ecosystem that you have in India. Imagine those that are listening to us, they have 5 times more teachers and schools and students in India, and they have like solved in a beautiful, integrated manner their educational goals. And I would like you to share with us some of the projects, the platform, the data, the projects you have that people would really be interested to get to know, as I did.
Thank you very much, Dr. Isabella. Actually, in India, our main vision and the goal is set by the National Education Policy. And the National Education Policy developed by the current government means led by Honorable Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi ji and Honorable Minister of Education Sri Dharmendra Pradhan ji, who is the Union Education Minister. So we have several digital initiatives which has been rolled out under the aegis of Ministry of Education, Government of India, Department of School Education and Literacy, and Central Institute of Educational Technology, a constituent unit of National Council of Educational Research and Training, popularly known as NCERT in India, which is a think tank body in school and teacher education in India, provides support to Government of India, assist the Government of India to roll out various programs, policies, and schemes. If I talk about our NEP 2020 National Education Policy 2020, it has consolidated and emphatically mentioned about use and integration of technology, digital education, and devoted 2 dedicated chapters in it, chapter number 23 and 24. The crux of those chapters are technology needs to be used for teaching, learning, and assessment. Technology needs to be used for overcoming the barrier of languages, because in India we have more than 1700 languages and 4 distinct language families, starting from Aryan, Dravidian, Austroasiatic, Tibeto-Burman, and Andamanese language families. So our national education policy talks about overcoming the barrier of languages through use and integration of technology, including machine learning and artificial intelligence. And the third thing the national education policy enumerates is teacher preparation at pre-service level and teacher preparation at in-service level. And I must mention the scale of India's education system, especially in schools. We have 1.5 million schools in India. It is one of the biggest system of education. And we have nearly 9 million, 8.5 to 9 million teachers in schools alone. Together, higher education and school education, we have nearly 10 million teachers across the country. And we have nearly 260 million students alone in schools. Together, school and higher education, we have 334 million students in the Indian system of education. And if I mention about the Government of India's policy, NEP 2020, so the policy says that these 9 million teachers needs to be trained in continuous basis. And the future demand of teachers needs to be made, and teacher preparation needs to use technology as well, so that the young teachers, would-be teachers, they are trained in use and integration of technology, and then they enter into the school and handle the children in developing their skills and competencies. And the fourth thing the policy is saying is there are many differently abled children across the globe. In India also, since no two individuals are alike and there are a lot of diversity among children, so we have a large number of children who come from disability, different variety of, whether they are visually challenged, hearing impaired, or polio stricken. So they could be any. So there are 21 different variety of disability Government of India has identified. So they need to be addressed through assistive technologies, the policy says. And the last thing the policy says is educational administration needs to use technology, so that teachers are using technology and they are comparatively free from data feeding every day, even in assessment and other thing, and compiling data. A lot of time is spent on that. So even attendance, also preparing profile of children and the school details. So a lot of time is spent. So policy is saying that teachers needs to use technology so that they reduce the administrative work using technology and focus more on teaching, learning, and assessment. So as a result of which, the Government of India has funded a large number of centrally sponsored schemes and programs. So popular among those are Diksha, so digital infrastructure for knowledge sharing. So Diksha is a free and open source platform. So we have more than 350,000 e-contents available on Diksha, and more than 6,500 digital contents available on Diksha, digital infrastructure for knowledge sharing. So this portal helps us to disseminate content, and we have a large number of teacher training courses available on Diksha. Perhaps it is one of the world's biggest system of digital education, where we are catering to the need of 260 million school children in India, 9 million school teachers in India, and 1.5 million schools in India. And it is a huge platform. And we have a large number of learners, they come in. And also we have architecture and technology and server in place, which is scalable. So if number of children increase, automatically the portal is scalable, and it takes care of that. It is not crashing. And we also support multiple languages through Diksha. We have nearly 84 languages and the contents and courses and digital books disseminated in these languages, 84 languages, including 77 Indian languages and 7 foreign languages. So we take care of that. And besides that, we organize several teacher training program through Diksha. And recently we could train nearly 7 million teachers using Diksha platform. And we have a popular teacher capacity building program. We call it Continuous Professional Development Program through NISTA. NISTA is a national initiative for school heads and teachers' holistic advancement. We have several modules, including the health and well-being, different subject teaching, and the pedagogy of different subjects, even the technology integration, even how differently abled children can be integrated to the system and they can learn in a better manner, because equitable quality education and lifelong learning is our goal. So therefore, we have also there are a large number of virtual labs on Diksha. There are nearly 280 virtual labs on Diksha. And also we have skill contents on Diksha as well as on Diksha. We have many vocational content. And recently also the Government of India has launched a popular application. Our Honorable Minister of Education, Government of India, Sri Dharmendra Pradhan ji has launched it. It is popularly known as E-Jadui Pitara. So it is like a magic app, so which provides content in multiple Indian languages, where we have integrated 3 AI bots. So one bot is for listening stories by parents and teachers, because all of us, we know, young children at home, every time they go to bed, they will ask, Mama, please narrate a story for me. I am not getting asleep. So Papa, please narrate a story. So therefore, we have integrated a AI bot using ChatGPT kind of technology into it. And the bot, anytime the parents ask a question mentioning that, okay, they want a character with a rabbit and the lion to narrate a story for their young kids. So it will narrate a story and the parents can listen or the teachers can listen and they can recreate that story in the classroom as well for promoting language learning. Even there are 2 more. Yeah.
Marvelous. It's amazing. We are going to keep on with this conversation, but we have arrived to the end of our time for the first part of our program. So keep with us, everybody keep with us, because Professor Amarendra will keep talking about this amazing ecosystem that they have in India. And as you have seen, they are really generous. Everything is open, free for you that is listening to us here, watching our show, for you to check out by yourself. So, o programa IAgora Entrevista vai fazer um breve intervalo e nós já voltamos.